Johnny, first of all.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Hi. A positive way to look at the absence of Mo and Sadio, I suppose.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Tell me.
Well, it's an opportunity for other players, isn't it? I mean, that's how you'd want your squad to look at it. And I just wondered if you were, you mentioned Curtis's performance when he came on. It seemed as much as what he did in the game was also the personality he showed. He looked like someone that wanted to take his chance. I mean, is that what you're looking for from players? And on Curtis, I mean, it looks like he can play in so many different ways. But where do you see him best used?
First and foremost, I had a long talk last week with Curtis because it's not that I'm now. I love the boy. I love the potential he has, but we have to come now there. But we really make the next steps, and that he fulfills the potential he has on the pitch very often. And so that was. And you have these kind of conversations when you are not 100% happy with the moment. So he's young, very young, but how I see his potential is incredible. So, and that's we both together have to find a way to show that much more often. And so we are there really in this development. Let me say like this: yes, he can play different positions in different ways. Last night we brought him and we wanted just from him really to dribble, to be there in these tight areas, to change just the what is that? The way they had to defend us, because we passed the ball out to Robbo, and then he could cross or not, and if not, then we passed the ball back and cross from there. So we needed a different dynamic and dimension in the game, and that's why we brought him in exactly in that way. But he cannot only play that; he can of course play an 8 as well. He did already very well for us. So that's it. It's an ongoing process with Curtis and me. But I know he had now a tricky time with the eye long out, and with the. After that with COVID, so it's not helpful. But now we try to make sure that he gets rhythm and can show how good he can actually be.
Thank you, John. We'll go to Simon, then to Joe. Simon.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
Can I ask you, when Liverpool won the title in the summer of 2020, you appealed to Liverpool fans to celebrate in the right way. To respect the regulations. What was your thoughts this week when you heard that at that time the government were throwing parties, when you were telling your supporters to make sure that they behaved in the correct manner?
Oh, nice! You want to involve me now in this discussion? So that's actually not my cup of tea. I think my opinion about Mr. Johnson is pretty clear. It's not important. My God, absolutely not important, but it's pretty clear. But it's not my cup of tea to talk about these kind of things. I know people think I talk about everything, but not about that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Cheers, Simon. Then we'll finish with Joe Bernstein.
Jurgen, you've spoken to us many times about Robert Firmino and how you love him as a player, as a team player, as an unselfish player. In the current situation where you haven't got your other two star forwards, do you want him to adapt at all? Do you want him to become a bit more of an assassin, or is it a case of just carry on playing exactly how you've always played? I just wondered if you needed him to maybe be ruthless and think about being selfish a little bit more just because of the Mo and Sadio aren't there.
No, but we doesn't have to change or stuff like this. So maybe look, it's a bit a shame that I have to remind you, but we played one of the biggest games of our history here. We played without Bobby and Mo. We won at Crystal Palace. I actually forgot the result, but pretty high. And Mo didn't start the game. We won against Manchester United, and Sadio didn't start the game. So now both are out. That's not cool, but it's not that we now you have to be like him and you have to be like him. It's about playing football, about finding solution, about getting through. And Bobby, when he's in a situation he wants to score, it's about when he has two players who offer runs in behind, and he can keep the ball and pass the ball. That makes completely sense. But Bobby is a very smart player, so it's about using your teammates it's in the way you can use them. And it's not that we can score only goals from this situation or this situation. For example, last night, obviously, our set pieces were awful. They looked in training outstanding, and then on match day, they look the other way around. This is a part of the game, how you can score a game, how you can open up a game, how you can give a game a direction, these kind of things. There's so many things you can do in a football game. They don't depend on who is playing. It's always about how you are playing. And yesterday we didn't play good enough from a specific point of time on in the game, and it was in around the red card. Let me say it like this: maybe not directly, but then minute by minute it got a bit like that. In the end, we found our feet again, and then we were really aggressive in the right manner and dominant in the right manner, and all this kind of thing. It could have happened, didn't happen. We had obviously one really big chance. How is that? Not enough chances, but we had them. And we win the game then 1-0, and everything is not great, but it's fine. Even if the game 1-0, then people will tell us, yeah, but that's not enough against 10 men, all these kind of things. Now we have another tie, another game at Arsenal in 6 days now. So in between is the Brentford game. Honestly, this is our main focus tonight. Didn't speak a lot about that today, but it's still our main focus. But then it's half time, it's 0-0. Arsenal didn't win it yet, the second tie. So we have to find solution in these moments, not constantly talking about the problems. We have to find solutions, what we always do. What we always do in between the games, find solutions for the next game, dependent on the players you have available, but independent of the public perception. That you have to do this or you have to do that. Just focused on the things we can be influential. And that's what we do. And nobody has to change for that. Everybody has to step up. Of course, we play, I don't know how many goals they scored together, 20 odd something. And so everybody is absolutely invited to score a goal. But it's not about winning 6-7-0. It's about winning a football game. And one goal can be enough for that. And that's how I said, we have to go through this period clear and make the best of it. And that's what we try.